6 women. 3 from New York, 3 from California. Met up in Durango, Colorado. They were united for one reason and one reason only: the freedom to ride. Mounting 5 hogs and 1 Vulcan, the journey would take them some 1,500 plus miles down 2-lane blacktops, set against a backdrop of breathtaking earth and sky. Their destination, San Francisco, for the 2nd annual Girl Power Run sponsored by the infamous Devil Dolls Motorcycle Club. Some of the women knew each other, others didn't. But through emails, phone calls, and word of mouth, their road trip came together.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
It's Independence Day, not just for America, but for the 3 California girls who are hooking up at the legendary Hollister Rally.
Welcome to Hollister!
Known since 1947 for bad boys, choppers, and brawls. Today, it's just a rip-roaring good time.
Well, we're coming to Hollister to meet GothGirl of the Devil Dolls. We're going to be doing a ride cross-country, and this is the first time that we met each other. Came with my best friend who just learned how to ride her Harley. I don't really know what's in store for us, but I'm sure we're going to account many things as we travel across the country.
I'm probably going to be the youngest and most novice rider, and this will be obviously a challenge. I don't know how the other girls are going to feel about me being such a novice rider. I hope they won't resent that.
GothGirl is the ringleader of the notorious Devil Dolls Motorcycle Club.
Hey there.
Hey, what's up? You're so good. Oh my gosh. I'm so not.
Nice to meet you.
Look in the mirror. Nice to meet you.
I know, we've been waiting for a couple years.
Woohoo! Come on into my booth. Let's come behind the scenes. These are the Devil Dolls, yep.
Well, there's more than 5 and less than 500 of us. No club ever reveals its membership.
Through their seductive website and ferocious merchandising of t-shirts, paraphernalia, and provocative calendars, they've built up a cult-like following.
We have shirts that we really like. Oh yeah, the Pimp Slayer's a big hit.
With a vampiric fear of a tan, GothGirl even created her own sunblock, SPF 666, a mixture so potent that even Dracula could have a nice day at the beach.
The Goth Black is cool. I never meant to sell it. I had to make it my own because I'm like really white. If your face falls off, discontinue use.
But we're doing a girl power ride, just, you know, for women that ride, that want to all get together and get to know each other and go on a ride and have a party at the end.
Girl Power, we started it 1 year ago. So I thought we'll do it this one. So it was good. We've had such feedback that, you know, we have to do it again.
Somebody's got to take the initiative and do something like that because there isn't much going on that is specifically for women in motorcycling.
Here's to a safe trip that we all, like, you know.
Safe?
We all want to whatever keeps you safe.
Wild, crazy. This is to no rules.
Woohoo! Except mine.
Meanwhile, 3,000 miles away in New York City, testosterone is kept on a very short leash at the infamous Hogs and Heifer Saloon in Greenwich Village, where women run the show, dance on the bar, and the men beg for more.
Hey, Claudia!
Owner Michelle Dell is not only hosting tonight's road trip kickoff party, she's one of the 3 East Coast girls going on the journey.
We're psyched. We're definitely
We're totally psyched. We're getting out of town. Head out of the highway.
I've been wanting to take a cross-country trip on my motorcycle for years. I don't get to ride nearly as often as I would like to. I think it's a dynamite opportunity to spend, you know, some time with a group of women that, you know, probably are all very different and have this one extreme common ground. You know, it's a whole different bonding experience. Who knows? I may, you know, meet a group of women that I'll know forever.
My expectations for this journey are severalfold. One is to just have a vacation without my family. I
can't say it's going on my own because it's anything but going on my own. It's going with a group of women. Another thing it means for me is a chance to be with women. I love the company of women. I really enjoy girls. So that shouldn't be lifted and put in another way.
I expect sisterhood and camaraderie and adventure and getting out there and forgetting what we have to deal with every day. The everyday stuff, the rigmaroles, the routines, the stuff that just works your nerves.
The Wild East is coming to the Wild West. Wild West! Strap your boots on, girls, because it's going to be a long ride.
The trip wouldn't be complete, however, without someone to keep the bikes rolling.
My name's Panhead. I'm from New Jersey. Mechanic for a living. And I'm there to go along and fix anything that falls apart on the road. I think it'll be a really good time. Really good time.
In just a few days, our bi-coastal biker babes will meet face-to-face in Durango, Colorado. 125 years ago, Durango, Colorado boasted more saloons than restaurants, more sinners than saints. Truly a Wild West town, Durango couldn't be more fitting for East to meet West.
Is it like group hugs, kind? Group hug like East?
No, the East Coast people don't hug. West Coast people are touchy-feely, right? West Coast,
How do East girls hug?
Just like West Coast girls.
I am bony. West Coast girls are very bony.
Moments away from revving up their engines, the first order of business was to check the route, polish the bikes, and hit the road. And of course, settle the bill.
Okay, I think we're cool.
Durango, 160 West. So we're going west on Route 666. Are you serious? Swear to God, that's for you.
With each of the bikes weighing in excess of 500 pounds, and the average weight of the ladies just 112, these were women not easily intimidated. They took to the open road. Their adventure would take them across 4 states in 6 days, over mountains, through canyons, and across the Nevada desert. What would the Wild West have in store?
We all have our own thing about ourselves that really shines in us, and whether it be being a photographer or a bar owner or an event planner, it's like we all are allowed to just totally be whoever we are on the road, and we go full force with that. It's like we full force down the highway. It's full force down the highway in our lives. When I get to see this kind of scenery, it takes me a while to realize, yes, this is real. This really exists out here. And my little tiny piece of sky that I could see from my home is that big. And I just don't get a chance of sky.
Since leaving Durango, the women had ridden some 300 miles. Headed toward Monument Valley, they were beginning to let go of the chaos of their lives as they found their own rhythm. Palm Pilots, cell phones, pagers, email, all of it was falling away.
It's nice and warm out. You can't miss it. It's a big black letter place.
But for Michelle, disconnecting from her life wasn't so simple.
It's not in here. It's definitely not in my bag.
Busting all the bikes, busting all the women.
Nobody else can use it, though,
I don't mean, yeah, they can use it. It's a Palm Pilot. Where was it? Everything off that bike. I didn't put it in the van.
Go out.
I want you to take everything
Back
off that
online.
bike. You see, I cannot function. I had all my credit cards.
I do not want to be rushed to get on the road. It is dangerous. All right? People lose things. People forget things. I forgot where I put this. What if I forgot to take my disc lock off my motorcycle? Because I'm feeling completely and entirely in a rushed state.
A half hour before we leave, we all meet and talk, or or 20 minutes.
Chat.
But the thing is that personal time is everything up till a half hour before we leave.
I'm all better now. Crossroads in my life. I really want to have children, and it's a hard industry to do that. came to Hogs and Heifers for a job. I met my husband when he was building the bar, and I had just left college and was trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and I was waiting tables and bartending, you know, just to pay the bills. So I came in for a job, and I was wearing this cut-off crop jean jacket and a cowboy hat and cowboy boots and blue jeans and this big belt buckle, and I had a duster on. And I met my husband, Dell, and he said, you know, you're pretty, and you've got the look I want, and if you steal from me, I'm going to throw you in the river. And we were married 6 months later. I brought class to the dive bar business. You know, I hire a very specific type of women. I hire women that are educated, that are cultured, that are traveled, that are powerful, that are dynamic, that are talented, that are funny, that are eclectic, that have self-confidence.
Enough with the take it off. You will respect the women in the bar, on the bar, and behind the bar, or you can get the...
I look for a woman that has an enormous amount of range, because I think that's what life is about for women. I think, you know, we can wear any hat we want to wear.
The women entered Utah through Monument Valley. No helmet required. Dangerous? Yes, but it was well worth the wind in their hair.
I didn't ride my own motorcycle till I was in my 20s. I really wanted to ride. That's all I wanted. I just had this intense desire to have wheels of my own. When I ride my motorcycle, it's that, almost that feeling of flight. It's the closest you can get to flying. I crave that feeling. Crave it.
She's the gang leader.
I said she's got to do a comic show.
Right.
No cape girl.
Just the Darth Vader look.
Okay, people laugh at me a lot. They call me a cartoon character. That's cool. You make a lot of money with animation. Who will be laughing then? I kind of glow in the dark. I'm Scandinavian, and people used to come and say, "Are you goth?" And then I would say, "Oh, finally," I'm like, "Yes, I am." You know, and I'd go to goth clubs, and I thought, "Oh, this is beautiful." And it's like medieval. And I play classical music too. You know, it's Baroque. Leather is a cool thing. And shiny leather's even better. So I shine everything. I shine my riding chaps. I shine my motorcycle seat. I personally have this weird thing that I like things really shiny. I've been shining for about 8 years. It's good for the arm muscles too. It's a killer workout. Shiny is good. A shiny home is a happy home. I'm really glad that I started riding with men in the beginning, because it's like a no-nonsense thing. There are 6 girls on this trip, and it's amazing because everyone's really strong. And it's funny when people that strong coming together, because I have a club of women, and it's hard, you know. I always wonder if we're going to be able to do what men do as well.
The girls had never ridden together as a group. Who should lead? What was the formation? GothGirl was used to being the leader, but these women weren't the devil dolls. As East met West, the girls began to open up to each other. Sharing rooms was a good way to start.
Would you pick me? I mean, you did. I did pick you. Okay. Because I felt, you know, since we've already been communicating for almost a year and 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
you know, I already felt a connection with you. You know, when you were saying you were watching out for me and stuff, I felt like I wanted to watch out for you, you know.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You know what's really cool? Qian and I are so much alike. We didn't come on this trip to get to know ourselves better. So I kind of already know I'm cool, you know. I mean, you know, or whatever. And so it's not about bonding. It's about bonding with my bike. And it's about, like, just riding. I am a devil doll, but it's just my version, my take on it. And my take is not always that of regular humans, you know. And why would you want it to be?
I've got red coral that I bought in Nepal, and I made this prayer necklace. This is out of yak beads and old red coral and turquoise. And this is a pendant I bought in Tibet.
When do you work?
I work when I can. I've set up my life where, you know, I just, you know, try to get consistent work when I am home.
What is it?
Photography.
Oh, what a coincidence. Your best buddy's a photographer.
I know. That's how we met, actually.
That's a really dynamite.
It's fun. It's hard, but, you know, I work my ass off, and, you know, I deserve to have fun.
Absolutely. I just think it's great that you're laying your life out in that fashion at this age, that you are, you know, for me, I started my business so young. I was 23 years old.
Right.
And I went into a business that operates 16 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
But look at the benefits you reap.
Right. What
You know?
it took a long time with the benefits, I don't live my life enough.
Life is not about work. You spend a third of your life sleeping.
Yep.
You know, you spend a third of your life probably working, and everybody I know
maybe I
hates
spend
their
an
job.
eighth of my life sleeping. Not a third. No, it's
so
true.
far this week.
It's true. But it's beautiful. You're an inspiration. Thank you.
Check this out. I've been goth blocked. We're testing out goth block to see how it works. I wouldn't let her put it all over my whole body, so I had 2 stripes made. We're almost ready to go. They'll be done in 2 seconds.
She looks amazing in her pants.
Shakira Ruth.
I am definitely a Janet of all trades, and probably a master of none, but that's okay, because my goal is to do the things that I want to do, and as far as having a career, it's never been a priority to me.
You gotta be gentle too.
And I guess having a family and a husband hasn't been a priority to me. I pretty much like to do things that I can do and leave for several months at a time and come back and continue to do. I work as a photographer, which is probably my greatest passion.
Betsy's travels have taken her all around the world. Nepal, Tibet, New Zealand, Tahiti, from the peaks of the Himalayas to the vast plains of Africa.
If I manage to save between $2,000 and $5,000, I go spend it and I take a trip, and then I go back to zero and I start again. Part of what motorcycling is all about and what this whole trip is all about is, I think, you know, saying that women can do whatever they set their minds to do.
Only 36 hours into the journey, and work still had to get done. With the Girl Power run just days away and article deadlines looming large, it wasn't all fun and games for Goth and Sasha.
I got 3 phone calls made, so that was good.
I still have that one big article due, and I have pictures that I need to send out, which I haven't done. You know, it's like, where do you find a post office around here?
I have a whole list for later since my Walgreens phone card doesn't work in Utah.
I had internet to do, I couldn't get online here.
Oh, yeah? But we must do some work later.
I just decided I'd rather ride and
Gunning down Highway 163, the crew headed north towards the vast canyons of Goosenecks, a 300-million-year-old land formation reminiscent of the Grand Canyon.
Can you believe this view? Ow! Thom and Louise.
There's so much to see, so much to do. This is it. This is my life that's passing me by if I don't take the time to do this.
everything is possible. And you are in control of your destiny. And to never let anything stop you. Just keep going forward. Like the wheels move forward on a motorcycle, just keep going forward and never, never stop.
Choo-choo, Charlie was
It's like a train. Steam engine. Rolling through.
We're about to go to a road that is going to have a couple of signs that are going to freak her out, like that one back there that I was laughing with you, but for Qian, remember I yelled, I hope Qian didn't read that.
The gravel, loose gravel?
Right, it's not really loose and it's not, but it is switchbacks. And it's dirt and the edges are paved. She's okay. She's okay. She's okay. She's a good rider.
It's good to do that stuff.
Unpaved roads and gravel can be dangerous for any biker. For Qian, it was her first major challenge as they climbed the switchbacks to get to the top of Cedar Mesa.
I am attracted to things that are intense. When you're riding a motorcycle, you have to be completely focused on what you're doing at that moment. And when you're skydiving, it's very, very intense. It's almost the same thing. Although they are two very different sports, I can't even begin to tell you what it feels like to jump out of a plane. It is the most intense feeling in the world, and it's freedom. Dude, I can't believe I made it.
started riding dirt bikes when I was 12 and 13 with a girlfriend. I didn't actually own my first bike till after college, so it's been 20 years. Oh gosh, that's gonna give away my age, isn't it? A Softail is not rubber mounted, which means that it's a really rough ride. It's the roughest ride of all the Harleys. And riding across country, you really feel it a lot more. The vibration is really intense. Once you get used to it, it's just, oh, it's so intense. You get on it and you just feel bad to the bone. It doesn't feel like any other bike. A Harley Davidson just gives you a feeling of empowerment and just...
Powering down scenic Highway 95, the women hope to make it to Torrey, Utah by sunset. But the weather, like a strong woman, is a force to be reckoned with and can be unpredictable. It looked like rain. Better safe than sorry. But then, 2 miles down the road,
there's that rain thing. Look at the sky. That was great. Because I don't have this is my rain suit.
Oh my God, that was so beautiful. I have to go get my camera. Beautiful was that? I know.
Total.
Definite zone.
Oh, this is what you live for, to be in that zone.
She did fabulous.
You know, I'm really proud of myself.
She did great.
I really am.
Today for me was a perfect day. I was completely in the zone from the moment I got on the bike until right now.
This was a great ride. I've been on a lot of roads in this country, but I haven't been on a couple of the ones we were on today, and it was just scenically outstanding.
I think I've grown a tumor on my butt.
That's called the hemorrhoid, baby. Welcome to my world.
It's time for cocktails.
The wheel on these, make sure they're full. They've been riding them for a couple of days now. And we'll do all of the bikes and then come back, check all the tire pressures and make sure there's no leaks or anything major like that. Make sure everything's still bolted on after the run we had yesterday up through those hills. A lot of vibration, a lot of stuff comes loose. And we'll give them all a once-over before we take off today.
Boy, this is filthy. Where are the slaves? I thought we were going to have slaves like to clean our bikes.
We're really not going to do anything today except for add one mirror.
Accessorizing. As always, women are accessorizing on
Oh,
the
it's
trip.
the most important thing about a bike.
Rate the bikes. How can I rate the bikes? I've driven that one and the two on the other side. There's no way I'm going to put any label on this one because there's too much estrogen here.
He pulls everyone aside and he tells them, "You're my favorite." And the next girl goes, "No, you're my favorite." And we find out, he said that to you too?
the girls had been riding for several days and were beginning to find their groove, which can be a tricky thing. A powwow was called.
Yesterday was just amazing.
You thought yesterday was good? Wait today. Today blows your mind.
I just kept going.
Oh, it's incredible.
You didn't run out of words.
It's breathtaking.
Unbelievable.
We were doing it, and the
It's
smells.
amazing.
Nice little bugs, huh?
Smells.
A lot of little. You don't have a windshield either. We don't have windshields. Two of us. It's like
Nobody does.
But we
now.
took them all off.
Took the windshields off. Everybody.
All right.
Yeah, I learned. I went by your example.
The East Coast girls all had windshields.
And the
West Coast girls, no one had windshields.
And
East
now,
Coast
you know
girls were
what?
like,
They're not about it.
oh, what do we have? There's the windshield.
It's not true.
It's funny though.
It's nice riding without a helmet here.
I know.
I liked
It's
it.
very freeing. Not have to wear a lot of clothes, not wear a helmet is something that I'm not
There's
used to.
ways to keep a cowboy hat
Sasha,
on.
Michelle, we're not used to it all. And now in California, they have a helmet law, so not wearing clothes is. I know it's dangerous. I know it's potentially dangerous. It's like driving a car without a seatbelt.
Freedom of choice is what it's all about.
Which is all part of the ride.
I think that with all the things that you contend going cross country, you've got the wind and you've got the dry heat, you've got extreme colds, we've got all kinds of things that Mother Nature's going to throw at us. So it's better if we work together against the elements than working against each other.
So do sisters do that, or can we not do that? I don't know. I guess we'll find out, huh?
Like
she's
it or
saying
not,
great stuff. It's like
we're
whether
bonding.
some of us will bond more than others. Some of us will ride together again, and whatever. Life's beautiful, man. It's all an adventure. Okay, let's ride. Let's have fun. Let's get chocolate milkshakes.
Time to ride, but first a little dancing to set the wheels in motion.
I got taken some goth block. I made up some new block for them because they're using my goth block. So I made it more for my sisters so they don't get sunburnt. I'm the one frying. This is my tan. It's really harsh. 5 tan to one goth.
I'm very detail-oriented and a control freak, I guess, to an extent. So losing control is very important. Not losing control of the machine, but losing control, just letting go. I'm an event planner. I do events for some extraordinarily wealthy and well-positioned people. I have a lot of contacts in a world that I don't necessarily live in, but I'm on the fringe of.
I've been a mother since I'm 22 years old. You know, that's all I know. That and a couple other things before that, but I don't remember anymore, except in flashbacks.
You should be able to wear
at work, and it's Shelley at home.
I fell head over heels in love with Shelley. He's the kindest, most loving, wonderful human being I could ever dream up as a husband.
How do you breathe with your pants so high?
I am the executive.
Really?
Alone. You're so mean.
No, it's awesome that you can get one testicle on each side of his pants seams.
And by the way, another reason I had children, because they make me laugh all of the time. I think about them and I laugh.
The girls rode pack wild through Utah from town to town. They shopped, they gassed up, they developed a taste for roadkill. Always in style, always turning heads wherever they went. They were the Magnificent Six, headed west to San Francisco.
How's your ride going, Claudia?
Every time you turn another bend, it's picture perfect. I just want to be on these roads, and if I talk about it too much, I get very emotional.
Okay, this would be pretty self-explanatory. See this? This is our sticker from my club, right? I'm a devil doll, right? I was called Diesel Doll for a while. Follow me. Anybody looking from inside? It's a glorious day, gosh. Another one. They'll never think it was me.
Riding a bike in Manhattan is euphoric and insane at the same time. This is my training ground. New York City, Lincoln Center, Times Square. Inside of 3 blocks, you hit every single obstacle and chaos that the Motorcycle Safety Foundation has ever taught you. Motorcycling opened up my whole world. I was brought up, you leave high school, you get a job. That's what you get benefits. So all the other art and creativity that I am had to be put to the side, and there was really no great outlet for me. When I finally got my bike, everything happened. When I became a well-known journalist, now I'm an author of a book. My music is growing in leaps and bounds.
A Harley-riding sweetheart with wild bedhead hair. People utter their remarks. I wink and smile while they stare.
I will never get rid of this bike, ever. She will always be my first, and she's everything to me. She's just my soul.
Okay. I was born with perfect pitch. It's inside my head, it's inside my brain, inside my heart. My parents both play. I come from a really musical family. I started studying classical when I was 5 years old. In high school, I got really into jazz. I went to San Diego State for 1 year after that, and it wasn't what I needed. So I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. It was the best thing I could have ever done.
The rest is like all orchestrated, so it's kind of hard. I'm the goth pianist. I mean, since I started the motorcycle club, I've been on TV more with piano than ever, you know, because they're so shocked that Biker's play? I don't know. What's up with that?
I make a good living playing piano. I make more money playing music than I do shining shoes, but I like the balance. Shining is very zen.
Piano's like riding. It's like a flow. I don't know, it's all about like the clouds in the sky, like what we saw in the sky that we've been seeing as far as riding through Utah, which is an amazing state.
I'm in Nevada, I have to wear it.
It's 7:30, but when we get over there, right past the Pacific time zone, it's 6:30.
Which means?
We gained an hour.
Which also means?
We'll get there before dark.
And the bars will be open 1 hour longer.
Doggy!
Yeah.
Hey, we're dirty girls.
This is something that men don't do. Men do not shake things out before they put them in the dryer.
They also don't fold clothes when they take it out of the dryer. Ever notice that?
Did Stan learn about how tiny women's underwear sometimes are?
No.
Very tiny. These are from Les Mysteries.
Show Stan.
Tiny.
I don't even have underwear.
Very, very little. And they just have a little bit of lace.
Then why even have
They
them?
sit very low. Stan purchased a box of tampons to put into his toolkit, which I think was extremely considerate.
Tomorrow I got to pick up super glue and electrical tape. And I think we're good on tampons for now.
Good night.
With the laundry done, it was time to party and exercise their competitive skills with a little game of thunder.
So she's up to tricks. 3, 4, 5, 6. She got it straight. Stan has 2,300. I have 2,750. Claudia has 3,250. She is winning. Chad's got 18.
GothGirl keeps scaring the out of me because she keeps telling me that it's haunted in here, and then she sees a door and she goes, "That's where they keep the dead people and all this stuff." And then I'm going to be scared. I'm going to walk around going, "I see dead people naked." You saw me naked.
I know, but I was so distracted by your beautiful, voluptuous body.
What's going on? What about Stan?
And I could not remember.
I'm trying to make a list of things that women do in the back of my notepad, so by the time I get to it, I'm going to have like one thing per day that I learn about women, because they're definitely different. The first one was they never order anything from the menu. Never. Never, never.
They have a weak selection here, so we're gonna hope that there's like a Walmart or something, or a grocery store along the way.
On the bike runs, the guys always go to the bars, and these girls stop and shop everywhere. Everywhere.
This is just a little bauble I picked up on the road.
I found out that women do like to play with roadkill. I watched them pick apart a dead animal the other day. That was pretty interesting.
But we're gonna make hairdos. See? Wrap those buns up there like that, like Wilma.
My perspective of the women is different. I almost feel illiterate in some ways now. I watched Goth play classical piano the other day, and they're business owners, and they all do their own thing, and they're very successful. If you saw them coming down the street, you'd never know it until you stopped to talk to them.
And I wanted to tell you that I'm going to this event called the Girl Power Run in San Francisco.
Now we're getting to my home turf.
And I'd love to do something for the New York Times about it.
Be afraid. Be very afraid.
The tribe left the once booming town of Ely, Nevada. There was nothing but blue sky and a big stretch of desert till the California border. They could go for a good 100 miles without seeing another living soul.
Today has been a better day. We're all riding really well together. And I feel like the formation really has locked in. Goth and Sasha have bonded, and Michelle and Claudia have bonded, and me and Qian were already bonded, and we're all starting to ride in our places now. I think that we could go a lot further now. By the time we get there, I think we're going to be a really good unit.
On the loneliest road in America, Highway 50, a little roadside assistance was needed.
You wanted a hottie. We wanted someone that could fix bikes. You got both.
That's Rich.
Yeah, look at this.
This is the rich one, and this is the new one.
She just keeps on losing power, like she's not getting gas.
We're gonna put this one in, and it should run pretty good for a while. And just gotta keep it at a higher RPM and try to keep it from fouling out.
In my past life, I was a gin mill, casino, whorehouse owner. Nobody messes with my girls.
The cause is the air filter's filled up with oil back to the carburetor.
Right.
So it's not getting enough air, and that's why the plugs were fouling out. So what we're gonna do tonight is we're gonna wash this out and let it dry overnight, because you can't even see through it anymore. If you look up, you should be able to see right through the fins here, and there's nothing there. It's all clogged with oil.
I'm so glad to have a mechanic on the road. It's really nice, because then if I was out here alone, I'd be screwed.
Michelle's the new sheriff in town.
Oh, that was good.
Babe, I'm loving this right here. So from that point in the shadows at the end of the road that you can see to right here is 11 miles, just in case you were wondering how far that really is.
I'm really excited because we're getting closer and closer to girl power. All these different women coming together to go for this excellent ride. The girl power run is going to be awesome.
When you're out in the middle of nowhere, there's nothing around you and you're on your motorcycle, all your thoughts are really clear, and you can really think about the things that are important and the things that aren't important back at home. And when you go home, you have a whole new outlook. People that never leave their homes and never let themselves roam on the countryside with nothing but just the air in themselves, it's hard to clear the cobwebs. And you have a whole different perspective about people, the world, and what really matters when you're out here. It's good for you.
Just 300 more miles till San Francisco and the end of their journey. After riding 1,500 miles in 6 days across wide open spaces as far as the eye can see with nearly perfect weather, the group sailed into San Francisco.
This is a cold and windy city.
I'll take New York any day.
I'll take LA any day.
The morning of the Girl Power Run had arrived. Wind Sisters rode in from all over California to kick off the ride.
And then there's thigh-high boots that go with this.
You're looking at 64 years of combined riding experience. I've been riding for 30 years. She's been riding for 34.
While GothGirl was on the road, Devil Doll's Flame and Razor had diligently organized the route.
When we go on rides, there's a lot of guys in the pack too. And it's not that we can't ride with them, we have a great time riding with them, but there's something about it just being the girls that makes it really, really cool.
Today's party should be pretty cool. Hopefully a lot of people will show up. And we're going to do happy birthday for Betsy. Today's her birthday. I don't know, it's kind of like, I'm a little sad. It's cool. It's cool. It's been an amazing, amazing journey.
Starting at Dudley Perkins Harley, the run would loop in and around the scenic perimeter of San Francisco, stopping along the way for photo ops.
This is just a couple minutes, girls. This is a photo stop. Girl power. So get your lipstick on and gather up for a picture.
by San Francisco's finest, the girls arrived en masse at the parkside. Though the Girl Power Run was a celebration, it was also bittersweet, marking the end of the road for the Magnificent Six.
We got to give them a good send-off. You know, they're from the East Coast where people aren't as warm and fuzzy as they are here in San Francisco. They had a great adventure because they picked 5 tan girls and a goth. These girls did not know each other beforehand. They all know each other real well now, right?
We love each other.
All right, let's give them a warm send-up.
I really am feeling a sense of sadness. I feel like it went really fast. We got started and it all was kind of chaotic. We were trying to find our places within the group and trying to get along. And now all of a sudden it's over and we are all kind of going, oh, wait, I want to do it again.
I'm going back to the East Coast. I don't want this to end. I love the high that I'm on, this feeling of freedom and not, it's unrealistic. It's a vacation. I have to go back to my real life now. This has just been a unique experience, unlike anything I've ever had, and such a liberating experience for me.
There is no way I will never take less than 3 weeks off every year to take a road trip. No less than 3 weeks a year. It just was the most dynamite experience.
But no more than 3 months because that's as much as we can afford.
I've grown. I really have. I've learned a lot from these girls, and I feel more confident on my bike. I've gone through a lot of different terrains. I've gone through elevation. I've gone through gravel, and it's made me stronger.
She feels different to me. She feels bigger, stronger.
6 strong women on the road, yeah. It was quite an experience. I'm very grateful for the journey, because the journey was spectacular for me. Getting the chance to really open it up and play on the road. I don't get to do that too much in New York City. So these open stretches, I could go nuts, and it was so much fun.
It was cool riding with other people and learning a lot of stuff. I mean, I had a great time. Like, there's so much that I'm thinking about. That was really amazing. Not that heat part, of course, but, I got a little cranky, and the narcolepsy was tough. But Monument Valley was incredible. When it was getting to be sunset, it was just gorgeous. The purples, like the desert has an incredible beauty. I don't know. I'm sad that it's over. I am gonna miss these girls.
And I'm sad. I don't want to go home. Yeah, you know, I'm just starting to get to know everybody.
Thank you. I really love you guys.
Thanks for fixing our bikes.
The most important thing other than tampons turned out to be tape. Anything you can imagine, we tied up with tape on this trip. Except for me, which I'm pretty thankful of. When you have 6 women and 1 man, you gotta be neutral, just like Switzerland. Women definitely look better on bikes. I had kids coming up to me, little kids, 12, 13 years old. Oh, you with them girls? I'm like, yeah, I felt like a movie star.